Hey guys, my name is Ryan and welcome to Overwatch Central. So I've been back from Philadelphia a couple of days now, a little bit bunged up, but I did want to go over some news, including some new lore that's coming for Orisa, Doomfist and Lucio, as well as an apparent Halloween leak, which I'm pretty sure is fake. We'll start with that first. But anyway, let's go over the leak. You're seeing it on screen. It's just this image, and it's very similar to the one that was leaked last year, which I'm also showing you on the screen, which was legit. This one, however, doesn't really look it. There are some easy connections to make. The one on the top right is Genji, and this skin was seen in a previous comic, so that actually might be legitimate for the future. But the other three just don't look that great in quality. In fact, they kind of look like they've been used before, or at least using bits of assets of stuff before. But I think the telltale of why this is fake is if you look at the bottom, you have Hammond or Orisa on the left hand side. You can see that the text and the sort of darker backdrop goes above the image, but on the Diva one on the right hand side, the image is over the backdrop, so it's different there. It doesn't look consistent. It generally just looks crap, but it's certainly worth noting just in case this is legitimate and it's just a bad quality one or something, that these could be skins that we'll get. We did a video recently going over sort of what's likely to get skins for. I know Mr. Ian Gamer did a video recently too, so definitely check that out if you haven't already. But when it comes to the event, I don't really want to talk about leaks, especially if they look as bad as this one. It's not exactly what I wanted to wrap the video around. No, instead I wanted to talk about something that is coming 100%, and I think it's going to be quite interesting, and it says a lot about Blizzard's story ideas and how that sort of correlates together, but we'll go over exactly what that is. The Hero of Numbani is an Overwatch book that's coming out in 2020, around May the 5th. I'll read out the blurb because it's got some really interesting stuff in there. In the technologically advanced African city of Numbani, in a not so distant future, humans live in harmony with humanoid robots known as Omnics, but when a terrorist tries to shatter that unity, a hero named Effie Oladeli rises. Effie has been making robots since she was little, machines to better her community and improve people's lives, but after she witnesses Doomfist's catastrophic attack on the city's OR-15 security bots, Effie feels a call to build something greater, a true guardian of Numbani. While Doomfist sows discord between humans and Omnics, Effie engineers an intelligent and compassionate robot, Orisa, named after the powerful spirits that guide her people. Orisa has a lot to learn before she's ready to defeat Doomfist, but Effie has some learning to do too, especially when it comes to building and being a hero. With Doomfist rallying his forces and the military powerless to stop him, can Effie mold Orisa into the hero of Numbani before it's too late? This is the interesting bit. This action-packed novel features fan-favourite characters Effie, Orisa, Doomfist and Lucio in an all-new original story, straight from the minds of the Overwatch game team and critically acclaimed author Nikki Drayden. So Lucio is going to be a part of this. We kind of know from old versions of the maps that Lucio had a tour going on in Numbani whilst he was being a DJ, so no doubt that's connected to this somehow. It might be about when Doomfist steals the gauntlet back, that would make a lot of sense, but it's interesting to actually hear some story going on about that. Now I really like this for a multitude of reasons. First of all, we get some actual information on what went on. There's none of this sort of expositional, oh yeah, this happened. Blizzard, can we experience it more in some fashion? Can we read about it? Can we have like a PvE mission, either from like a archives event or, you know, from whatever Overwatch 2 may end up being, considering it's meant to be something PvE based? That'd make a lot of sense to be able to actually experience these story beats, similar to Time Splitters, I suppose. That'd be really cool. Being able to play different characters in different missions and eras and, you know, how Overwatch came to be. Those kind of areas I think would be really cool. And we sort of experienced that with the archives event. So if we're not going to see this in any other fashion, and it's just going to be mentioned and nothing much more, it's nice to get it in a form of book. Another good thing about this is that it doesn't take up an animated short slot. Whilst I said I wanted to see and hear more about stuff that's happened in the past, have the story be embellished a little bit more, I don't want to see animated shorts on stuff that we already know about. That's what I really didn't like about the May shot, is that we knew everything that happened to her, that she woke up from a frozen stasis, nobody else did, and she had to make her way out of Echo Point Antarctica to get back home or wherever it is that she's headed. I want all of the animated shots in the future to kind of be like the McCree one, where they progress the story further, most definitely like the Sombra and Zarya one. That was amazing. They haven't been able to actually hit that high since, but I'm hoping that with BlizzCon and the news that we might get either a new game in the Overwatch universe or a new expansion of sorts, that the animated short is the thing that progresses that brings the previous stuff that we know about in Overwatch together with the future stuff of maybe this new game or just where the story's going. So not only do I like this because It gives us more information on the story with Doomfist, with Orisa, with Effie, with Lucio, characters that we don't really know an awful lot about anyway, quite elusive in that regard. They also don't take up a slot of an animated short, which I think is the best way to take the story forward and get people hyped up. Not to mention that this is Overwatch Book 1. Considering that in the past Blizzard has wanted to put out a big graphic novel around the story of Overwatch, I'm pretty sure you guys will remember it, but they canned it and cancelled it. So this to me suggests that it's well on its way, and not only that, we're going to have more books in the future going over different parts of the story, which is very exciting. I'm glad that the lore is going somewhere. I'm glad that Michael Chu and Alyssa Wong are taking the story forward, giving us a bit more information, because to be frank, that's a big area of what people really like about the game. And there's a lot of people, kind of like myself, that like the story in the universe of Overwatch that aren't that hyped to be playing PvP games. You know, I like playing Borderlands and Destiny, as you could probably imagine, where they have rich story to an extent, but people are really invested in the characters and the world and the maps and the areas. So considering we don't really have any more story on that, I think has been really disappointed over the last 4 years or so. It's very easy to get focused in a competitive game of Overwatch, but I'm pretty sure some of you will agree, Overwatch is a really cool story and universe, and I just want to hear more about it, and I'm surprised I haven't after all of this time. So this is really cool. Like, we haven't got too much news to talk about today, but I kind of wanted to sort of let my passion shine, I suppose, because I'm really excited about this, and it's a sign that Overwatch, in some capacity at least, is moving forward. This will be coming out in May 2020, so by then we'll know what this new Overwatch expansion game, whatever the hell it is. So 2020 might be a great year for the Overwatch universe. We'll very much have to see. But that's everything that I wanted to go over today. Thank you very much for watching. Have a good weekend, and I'll see you very soon. Take care.